Welcome to the Wedding Songs Podcast, featuring newly released songs you need to know and the tried and true classics. Get song ideas from the time guests arrive until the last dance of the reception. And now your host, Matt Campbell, founder of MyWeddingSongs.com.
Welcome to the 63rd episode of the Wedding Songs Podcast. I am Matt Campbell, and this year is 2022, and I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this year. I'm going to be starting off with a bunch of song ideas for moments during the wedding ceremony and the wedding reception, with the first one on the list being father-daughter dance song ideas. I have about 100 songs to give you today, just by genre, so that way you can figure out what song you want to play and what songs are popular for the father-daughter dance. Now, if you want to listen to the list, you can do so on our website by going to Song Ideas and Wedding Song Lists, and then scrolling down to father-daughter dance songs. And then this will be the list that I'm going to go through today. And then at the bottom will be the list of songs that we have that you can listen to. Now, if you have any questions about any of the songs on the list, you can reach out to us on our Facebook group, Wedding Songs Chat. You can go to WeddingSongsChat.com. So let's go ahead and get started with rock father-daughter dance songs. We have Story of Love by Bon Jovi, released in 2020. Next up is Walk With You by Edwin McCain, released in 2010. This is a great song. I love the words like, I'll take this slow, sweet walk with you. You'll let go of my hand and say I do. Just a great moment for a father-daughter dance. Another great one is Gracie by Ben Folds, released in 2005. And Daughters by John Mayer, released in 2004. Now, a lot of people don't like the theme of this song, but make sure that if you want to play this for your father-daughter dance song, you do review the lyrics. You know, it does include, so fathers be good to your daughters, daughters will love you like you do. So it does have a good meaning, but it also has another meaning as well that you want to check out the lyrics. Sweet Child of Mine, you know, it's not Guns N' Roses, but it is by Sheryl Crow. So if you want a toned down version of the Guns N' Roses song, this was released in 1998. If you want a lullaby type song, then Lullaby, Goodnight My Angel by Billy Joel was popular and was released in 1994. Another 90s song, Wildflowers by Tom Petty, who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, was released in 1994. And like I said earlier, Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses was released in 1988 for those true rock fans. Another popular parent-child dance song is Forever Young by Rod Stewart, released in 1988. It's been played for many parent-child dances and one that you could incorporate into your wedding reception. 10,000 Maniacs released How You've Grown in 1992. Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel, released in 1977. And Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton, released in 1977. You know, this is more of a love song, so it's a little bit more lovey-dovey, so maybe one that I would stay away from, but it has been a very popular father-daughter dance song. Released in 1975 is Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And finally, in 1967 is Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. You know, this is another song, even though it talks about brown eyed girl, if your daughter's brown eyed, you know, this really fits the theme, but this is really another love song that I'd probably stay away from to dance with my daughter. But, you know, if you love the theme of this and this means a lot to you, then it's a song that you can definitely play for your wedding. Next up, we're going to go into the more folk songs, starting off with Forever Young by Andrea Von Campen. This is a remake of the Rod Stewart song, released in 2019. One of my favorite songs on the list is Father-Daughter Dance by Craig Cardiff, released in 2018. The lyrics for the song go, "Oh daughter, know we're always here. I love you more than all the way past Florida, China, the United States." So it really fits the wedding theme. Also released in 2018 is The Old Man and His Daughter by Caitlin Hugh, Huwe. This is another great song to check out for the folk fans. Released in 2016 is Promise You'll Stay, released by Joshua Creek. One of the more popular father-daughter dance songs, Daughter by Loudon Wainwright III, released in 2007. One of the more fun and mid-tempo songs, Sweet Pea by Amos Lee, released in 2006. It goes, "Hey Sweet Pea, apple of my eye, don't know when and I don't know why, but you're the only reason I keep on coming home." So it's a great song that you could add a little levity to your reception. Father and Daughter by Paul Simon was released in 2002. And another mid-tempo song, How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You by James Taylor, was released in 1975. And you can't forget his other great song, You've Got a Friend, released in 1971. Next up, I'm going to cover a few country songs, starting off with You'll Always Be My Baby. This is written for Alan Jackson's daughter's weddings. It was released in 2021, and if you didn't know, he does have 3 daughters, and he released many songs that are really dedicated to when his daughters get married. And this is a great song to play because he mentions in the lyrics, no matter where you are, you'll always be my baby, forever in my heart. Now, if you have a stepfather you want to do the father-daughter dance song to, then check out Step by Step by Brandon Davis, released in 2021. He has in it, call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step, my world went spinning around that little heart, an angel face. Another song released in 2021 is She's Somebody's Daughter, the wedding version by Drew Baldrich. Another great stepfather song is My Boy, My Girl version by L.V. Shane, released in 2020. He mentions in the song, I could never walk away. Yeah, she's my baby, my whole world. She ain't my blood, but she's my girl. Gives me a little bit of chills, but a great song to play for your stepfather. Next up is Half the Man by Jennifer Smedstadt, released in 2020. If you haven't heard this song before, it goes, Daddy set the bar real high, showed me what a real man looks like. It's gonna take one to fill those shoes. In his eyes, nothing less will do. Just a great father-daughter moment during your reception to play this song. Prettiest Girl in the World by Logan Mize, released in 2020. It really does talk about a father and his young daughter, but a great father-daughter dance song. Another great song to check out is Dads and Daughters by Marin Taylor, released in 2020. You know, if you've never heard of her, I actually got to interview her, and I have an interview of Marin Taylor on our website about this song. And the lyrics go something like boats and water, they're meant for each other. Through wind and the waves, they'll sail away from the storm and make it to shore. There's nothing stronger than a love between dads and daughters. Another great country song. You know, country really does share the stories and the moments for weddings. And this one is Perfect by Zach Brown Band, called The Man Who Loves You the Most, released in 2020. A very popular father-daughter dance song. Next up is a song by David Ace Cannon called Maggie May Dreams, released in 2019. You know, he lost his daughter and he created this in the love for his daughter. So one to check out. Now, next up is a song that could be controversial by Kane Brown called For My Daughter, just because he mentions that he wants to be a better father than his dad was to him. So it may not be perfect for all weddings, but if it fits the story, then it could be a father-daughter dance song that you choose. Next up is more of a father-son song, but it could also fit the moment, is Dad by Tyler Wood, released in 2018. It goes, you carried the weight so'd we'd have a good life, raised us with love so we could fly. Anyone else would call you Superman, but I just call you Dad. I love those lyrics in the song, and the song Dad definitely could fit as a father-daughter dance song. Next up is another one of my favorites, Dance with My Daughter by Jason Blaine, released in 2016, with lyrics, gonna dance with my daughter, spin her around under the lights, cause I'm just a father making the most of this moment in time. Just makes for a special moment during a reception. The Shires released Daddy's Little Girl in 2016, not the same one that was released many years ago, but it fits the moment. If you're not looking for a lovey-dovey song between a father and daughter, then Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw is a great choice, released in 2015. Another great father-daughter dance song by Zach Brown is I'll Be Your Man, Song for a Daughter, released in 2015. The lyrics go, there was a time when I thought I knew love until you came into this world. Time keeps on flying, but you're always going to be my baby girl. If you're looking for a female artist, then Abby Anderson produced the song Daddy in 2014. She sings how he's my shoulder to cry on, he's my best friend, oh, and Daddy, he loves me just like you. Next up is Crystal Keith, Daddy Dance With Me, released in 2013. Another great father-daughter dance song. From the perspective of Dad, the next song, You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Adkins, was released in 2008. And one of his other songs that if you fished a lot with your dad, then Just Fishin' is another great father-daughter dance song. Next up is You Can Let Go by Crystal Shawanda, released in 2008. And another one that is from the dad's perspective, It Won't Be Like This for Long by Darius Rucker, was released in 2008. Just for the Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus fans, we have Ready, Set, Don't Go by Billy Ray Cyrus and Miley Cyrus, released in 2008. Another great father perspective of the father-daughter dance is Stealing Cinderella by Chuck Wicks, released in 2007. And probably one of the most popular father-daughter dance songs of all time, I Loved Her First by Heartland, released in 2006, with lyrics like, And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. Another non-mushy song is My Wish by Rascal Flatts, because he's really wishing his daughter well, because the song could be really taken as, I'm really wishing my daughter well for her future life. And another one of the most popular father-daughter dance songs, My Little Girl by Tim McGraw, released in 2006, with lyrics, Go on, take on this whole world, but to me you'll always be my little girl. There Goes My Life by Kenny Chesney, released in 2003, is another perspective from the dad. Then They Do by Trace Adkins, released in 2003. And also There You'll Be by Faith Hill, released in 2001, has been a popular parent-child dance song with lyrics like, For all of my life, I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. Speaking about popular parent-child dances is I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack, released in 2000, with lyrics like, Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance, and when you get the choice to set out or dance, I hope you dance. Another stepfather song is He Didn't Have to Be by Brad Paisley, released in 1999. I love this song as, looking back, all I can say about all the things he did for me is I hope I'm at least half the dad that he didn't have to be. So it's really more of the perspective of a father and son, but it could also fit the moment of a father-daughter. One of the great classic father-daughter dance songs in the country genre is That's My Job by Conway Twitty, released in 1987, and also Daddy's Hands by Holly Dunn, released in 1986, with Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. I used to play that song a lot during the 1990s for the father-daughter dance song. Next up is pop father-daughter dance songs. Starting off, released in 2021 recently, is My Hero by Westlife, with lyrics, And I want to know that I feel like you are my hero. Next up is a collaboration between Matt and Savannah Shaw and the Piano Guys. If you haven't checked out this video, it's awesome because it shows all the dads with their daughters. And the song is Grow As We Go, that was first released by Ben Platt. This was also released in 2021, so it's all brand new, with lyrics, I don't know how this river runs, but I'd like the company through every twist and turn. Another new song released in 2021 is Call My Name by Lucas Graham. I selected this one because the lyrics go, don't matter when or where, just know that I'll be right there, call my name. Another brand new father-daughter dance song released by Jax called Like My Father. This is a great song to select from the daughter's perspective, with lyrics like, I need a man who loves me like my father loves my mom. I just love that and could create a special moment during your reception. In 2020, Dave Barnes released We're Gonna Miss These Days, so more from the father perspective. Also released in 2020 is Quixotic Sound and their song Time to Let Me Go, with You'll Always Be There When I Call, that much I know, but it's time to let me go. So more of the daughter's perspective from that. The next song was widely popular because she played this song on an awards show and is Camila Cabello with First Man, released in 2019, with lyrics, You held me so tight, now someone else can, but you were the first man that really loved me. And the song was dedicated to her father during the show. You'll Always Be My Hero by Ashley Marina, released in 2018, and Forever Now by Michael Bublé, released in 2018. And finally, Beautiful Memory by Scott Keogh, released in 2018, with lyrics, I never thought this dance would come. You brighten my life, brighter than the sun. You're beautiful in every single way, and now it's so bittersweet giving you away. So it's been a great song song to play for the father-daughter dance. This next song has been making a rapid return in 2021, even though it was released in 2018, called This Dance by Scott Thomas Loftbridge. And the lyrics I'm going to quote is, "And this dance is more than just a dance. It gives me one more chance to show the world how proud I am of you. And as we dance around this room like we did when you were 2. My little girl, this dance is just for you." Love the lyrics. Just a great song to play for the father-daughter dance. Next up is Owl City with their song Not All Heroes Wear Capes, released in 2017. I love the lyrics to this. "He's my Superman. Some folks don't believe in heroes because they haven't met my dad." Just a great meaning for a father-daughter dance song. If you want a song that's a little bit less lovey-dovey, then One Call Away by Charlie Puth, released in 2015, is a great song to play. "Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. When you're weak, I'll be strong. I'll keep holding on." Just a great song that you could dedicate from a father to a daughter, or vice versa. Next up is Michael Bolton with Father and Daughters, released in 2015, and You're My Hero by Wedding Music Central, released in 2012, has been a popular song to play for the father-daughter dance. In 2010, Ellie Goulding released Your Song, which is a remake of Elton John's song, and one that you could have as your father-daughter dance. Never Alone by Jim Brinkman featuring Lady A, released in 2010, is a great song. Smile More Than Grumble, and Know That When You Stumble, You're Never Alone. So a special dedication from a father to his daughter. A very popular parent-child dance song is You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban, released in 2002. And A Song for My Daughter by Ray Allaire, released in 2000, has been played at many weddings as well. And the lead singer of Genesis, Phil Collins, with his song You'll Be in My Heart, released in 1999. This song was featured in the Tarzan movie, but still a great song to play. And one of the most popular father-daughter dance songs of all time, Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlisle, released in 1977. And one tip on this, the original song is about 5 minutes, so I'd really cut this song down, talk to your DJ, and try to get this song down, because you don't want to be standing there dancing for 5 minutes wondering when the song is over. It does create for a great moment, but really try to mix in this song so that way it fits the moment and doesn't take away from anything else. Because You Love Me by Celine Dion was released in 1996, and Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler, released in 1988. If your daughter was a ballet dancer or a dancer through her life, then Tiny Dancer by Elton John, released in 1971, is a great song to select. And one of the most popular parent-child dance songs, What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, released in 1967 for that pop jazz feel for your wedding reception. So next up is the R&B father-daughter dance songs, starting off with Like My Daddy by Lanisha Tyson, released in 2018. Then Daddy's Lessons by Beyonce, released in 2016. Next up is John Legend's dedication to his daughter, Right By You for Luna, released in 2016. Depending on the situation, Sade's song Baby Father, released in 2010, could fit for your father-daughter dance. But one of my favorite R&B songs to select is Chrisette Michelle's Your Joy, released in 2007. No one can compare to the way my eyes fit in yours. You'll always be my father, oh, and I'll always be your joy. Footprints in the Sand by Leona Lewis, released in 2007. And also Daddy by Beyonce, released in 2003, are great selections. If your father has passed on, or if you have a special dedication to your father, then Dance With My Father by Luther Vandross, released in 2003, because the song mentions another walk, another dance with him. I'd play a song that would never, ever end. How I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again. If It Wasn't For Your Love by Heather Headley, released in 2003, and also a cover of Wind Beneath My Wings by Eddie and Gerald Levert, released in 1995, is a great song to select. And also Hero by Mariah Carey, released in 1993, is a great father-daughter dance song. If you're looking for something a little bit older, then Unforgettable by Nat King Cole and his daughter Natalie Cole, released in 1991. And also another great dance song if your daughter was a ballerina or into ballet, then Ballerina Girl by Lionel Richie, released in 1986. 1986 with Ballerina Girl, You Are So Lovely, I Can See in You My Dreams Come True. Released in 1980 is Shining Star by the Manhattans, and Lovely Day for a mid-tempo, non-lovey-dovey song by Bill Withers, released in 1977. Gil Scott-Heron released Your Daddy Loves You in 1974, and a popular song to play at weddings, Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder, released in 1976. I Can't Believe What God Has Done Through Us, He's Given Life to One, but Isn't She Lovely, Made from Love. Daddy Could Swear, I Declare by Gladys Knight and the Pips, released in 1973. And another great Stevie Wonder song, You Are the Sunshine of My Life, released in 1972. And to round out the 70s, 1971 is the stylistic song, You're a Big Girl Now. I'll Be There by Jackson 5, released in 1969, is a great moment for your father-daughter dance song. And one song that was suggested to me that I never heard of before, but it makes for a great moment, is the Winston song Color Him Father, with Think I'll Color This Man Father, I Think I'll Color Him Love, Said I'm Gonna Color Him Father, I Think I'll Cover the Man Love. And another one of the most popular father-daughter dance songs, released in 1964, My Girl by The Temptations. And if you're looking for a non-lovey-dovey song, another great song to play is Stand By Me by Ben E. King, released in 1961. Next up is a few Christian father-daughter dance songs, starting off with King of the World, Cindy Morgan in 2009, and my personal favorite, Cinderella by Stephen Curtis Chapman, released in 2007. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms, because I know something the prince never knew. Oh, I will dance with Cinderella. You're My Little Girl by Goldfish, released in 2006. Another favorite of mine is Find Your Wings by Mark Harris, released in 2005. May there be many moments that make your life so sweet. Oh, but more than memories, I pray that God would fill your heart with dreams. Natalie Grant, released in 2003, Always Be Your Baby. And finally, just a few miscellaneous father-daughter dance songs in different genres is My Father's Daughter by Olivia Vedder and her father, Eddie Vedder. Yes, Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam, and also Glenn Hansard, released in 2001, with lyrics, I am my father's daughter, come hell or high water, never gonna leave him. If you're into hip-hop, then Letter to My Daughter by Quando Rondo is a song to check out. When I walk inside the door, she's gonna know it's me. I'm gonna tell her about the days they ain't noticed me. I can feel you, and you know I'm your Jodeci. Another very popular parent-child dance song, Over the Rainbow by Iz, released in 1990. And one of my favorite, if you love reggae, then Three Little Birds by Bob Marley in 1977, with three little birds pitched by my doorstep singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. More on the jazzy side, The Way You Look Tonight by Frank Sinatra, released in 1964, and also Come Rain or Shine by Ray Charles, released in 1959. I'm Gonna Love You Like No One's Love You, Come Rain or Come Shine. And the last song on our list, They Can't Take That Away From Me by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, released in 1956. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams, no one, no, they can't take that away from me. So there you have it, my favorite list of father-daughter dance songs. If you have any questions about the list, you can reach out to us on our Facebook group, Wedding Songs Chat. If you want to listen to the list, you can do so on our website, myweddingsongs.com. Just go to Song Ideas and Wedding Song List, then find the father-daughter dance songs. This is our first podcast. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the mother-son dance songs to play at your reception. Thanks for listening and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Wedding Songs Podcast. Never miss a future episode. Subscribe today to our podcast. Follow us on Facebook at My Wedding Songs and send us a message about playlists you would like covered.